It's been a pretty long winter, but finally we're back round to Cheltenham. So hopefully should cheer us all up a bit. Starts on Tuesday, 1:20. We've got the Supreme Novice Hurdle. Now Willie Mullins usually has a hot pot in this race. He's got one again. Appreciate it. I really fancy this horse. He's currently a best price of 11-8, which I think's on the short side, but I'd make him an odds-on shot, so actually it's probably quite a good bet. He came second in the Champion Bumper last year. He's improved for hurdles. Twice a Grade 1 winner. Very impressive last time out at Leopardstown in the Dublin Racing Festival when beating Ballyadam. The two English horses, well, I don't know what to make of them. Soaring Glory looked impressive, but that was only a handicap. This is a big step up in class. Metier, I think, wants soft ground, and I'm not sure the form of his last race has worked out. As I said, Appreciate for me looks head and shoulders above these. 11-8, not the best price in the world, but a winner's a winner. Let's hope we have a winner in the first race in the form of Appreciate It. The second race on the card is the 2-mile novice chase. It's the Arkle. We've got a very warm favourite in here in the form of Shiskin. Now he's 8-15 in the betting, but he's got a bit of class about him. He looks a bit like Sprinter Sacra, Altior, both of these connections. Won the Supreme last year despite getting into all sorts of trouble. He's 3 from 3 over fences. The form of his last race has worked out pretty well. Not a betting race for me at that shorter odds. Maybe a chance to forecast if you want to play with Shiskin to beat Captain Guinness. I think Captain Guinness was unlucky for last time out. He was unlucky last year when he was brought down in a Supreme Novice Hurdle, but he's got a bit of class about him. He'll travel well. I think All Mankind's going to make the run and go a bit too fast. So yeah, for me, Shiskin to win, Captain Guinness to finish second. The third race is the biggest. This was the biggest race of the day in terms of the handicaps. It's the Ultimate Chase. It's at 2:30. I like the third favourite here, I Right. He was 5th in last year's RSA, which is the best novice staying chase around. He's been really consistent this year. Finished second in the Ladbrokes Trophy at Newbury. That race has supplied the last 2 winners of this race. Both Beware the Bear and the Conditional had placed at Newbury before going on to win this. He's got to concede a bit of weight all round, but I think he's probably the best horse in the race. This probably looks like a long-term target. As I said, the favourite Happy Go Lucky at 7-2 looks a bit short. He's only had 3 runs, probably lacks a bit of experience. So at 13-2, at a bigger price, I'm going to side with I Right. Richard Johnson's in the saddle. He can ride it prominently. A lot of the bookies will be paying 4 or 5 places in this race, so I think he's a good each way shout. At 3:05, we've got the feature of the day. It's the Champion Hurdle. It looks a bit of a 3-horse race to me. I'm going to side with the favourite here, Honeysuckle. She's 5-2. She's fairly short in the betting. The other 2 horses that are quite prominent in the betting is Epitant. I'm not too impressed with her run last year. She won this race, but that form, I think it was quite a weak race last year in the Champion Hurdle. She's been beaten over Christmas. There's a few question marks about her she's got to answer. The other horse who's quite prominent in the betting is Goshen. He's a bit of a Jekyll and Hyde horse. If he's on his day, if he runs, he might win, but he throws in the occasional stinker. I'd be quite happy to leave him. Concentrate on Honeysuckle. She's 10 from 10. She's unbeaten. She won at the festival last year, albeit in the mare's race. She has run the Irish Champion Hurdle the last 2 years at Leopardstown. I'm hoping 5-2. She's favourite, but she can win the English Champion Hurdle at Cheltenham. The next race on the card is the Mares Hurdle. That's at 3:40. We've got a short price Willie Mullins favourite here in Concertista. She's definitely the most likely winner, but at the prices I want to take her on. I'm going to take her on with a really quite a large price each way. Indefatigable with Rex Dingle in the saddle. Now Indefatigable is 18-1. I think it's a cracking each way play. It won at the festival last year in the Martin Pipe Handicap Hurdle. It flew home late on to win a handicap hurdle of top weight at the festival. That's pretty strong form. On official ratings, it's got £4 to find with Concertista and Roxana. But if they all ran to their official ratings, it would finish third. So you're gonna get a decent return off 18 to 1 each way. Not been overly impressed this season, but has been campaigned over the wrong trip. Back in 2 mile 4 today, I think this is the right trip, the right track. It's had a wind operation, so hopefully that might help with the breathing. I think 18 to 1 is a fair price to have a little crack at each way. And that's in the Mares Hurdle at 340. At 4:15, we have the Boodles Handicap Hurdle for juveniles. This is the 4-year-olds. This is a huge race. I think there's about 24 runners in it. It's really hard to find the winner. We've had a few big price winners recently, a couple of 33 to 1s. I'm going to stick with the favourite though. Quite boring is 6 to 1, but St Sam for me for Willie Mullins and Paul Townend. I was amazed to see Willie Mullins has never won this race. I think it's one of the few at the festival he's not won. He's going to carry near to top weight. He's 6 to 1, but he has been running against class opposition. He's run up against Colixios at the Dublin Racing Festival. He's previously ran in behind Zanahir when he was a bit too keen. I think a big field, a strong pace will suit him. He's definitely the classiest in the race. Whether or not there's something a bit further down the weight who's been sort of campaigned well and a bit more well handicapped, we'll find out. But I'm going to stick with St Sam and hopefully Willie Mullins. I said it's probably the only race he's not won at the festival. 6 to 1 seems a fair enough price. Finally, the last race on the Tuesday is the National Hunt Chase. It used to be over 4 miles, it's now over 3 miles 6. It's for novice chasers and it's a grade 2. The horse I'm backing here is Next Destination for Paul Nicholls and Harry Cobden. Now, this horse has previously ran well in Albert Bartlett as a novice hurdler. He was with Willie Mullins, where he'd won several grade 1 as a hurdler. He's had a couple of years off the track, presumably with an injury. He's been transferred over to Paul Nicholls. He's gone chasing. He's been campaigned well. He's only had 2 runs, but he's won them both. They were both grade 2s. He beat Fiddler on the Roof last time out, who's a decent yardstick. Go back to some of his hurdling form where he beat Delta Work at Punchestown Festival. He looks rock solid to me. He's 7 to 2. He's second favourite in the betting. But he's one of my strongest fancies on the first day. That's Next Destination in the National Hunt Chase at 450. So that's all the bets for Tuesday. Hopefully we'll find a few winners and I'll see you tomorrow.